While Russia's armed forces drop bombs on Ukraine, President Vladimir Putin celebrates the 8th anniversary of his annexation of Crimea. He told a packed football stadium in Moscow that his current so-called special operation in Ukraine would achieve all its goals.
The best proof is how our boys are fighting, shoulder to shoulder. If needed, they cover their comrades from bullets with their own bodies, as if he was their own brother. We haven't seen such a unity for a long time.
Rather abruptly, the president was then cut off mid-sentence. The state broadcaster said a technical glitch was behind the sudden flip from Putin's speech to an earlier patriotic performance. But in Ukraine, this is what patriotism looks like. On the beaches of Odessa, dozens of people have been shoveling sand into bags to bolster the city's defences. So far, it hasn't been struck, but the strategic Black Sea port knows it could be next. And here's the evidence. Far away in the western city of Lviv, a Russian missile launched from the Black Sea struck an aircraft maintenance plant. Lviv, which has been relatively unscathed till now, is just 64 kilometres from the Polish border, and it's become a sanctuary for refugees fleeing the fighting in the south and east of the country.
The enemy's strike against the city of Lviv is proof that it does not fight Ukrainian troops. It fights children, women and refugees. There is nothing sacred for them.
In Lviv's main square, more than 100 prams were lined up to highlight the number of children that have been killed since the attack on Ukraine began. Campaigners had a message for parents in Russia.
Remember when your children were young and sitting in similar prams? These prams are for children who are coming here from dangerous areas. Some of them won't make it because they'll be dead. Compare this to your own children. Remember the feeling you had for your young children.
Russia's ground assault on the capital Kiev remains frustrated by the fierce Ukrainian resistance. So Moscow's been forced to revert to air attacks. Day after day, more residential buildings are struck and more lives are upended.
See the missile hit our building. I don't know where I'm going to live now. I don't know how to carry on living. Who is going to help me?
And that's what the people of the southeastern city of Mariupol are asking too. Almost every building has been damaged by shelling. The Russian assault is unrelenting.
In Mariupol, Donetsk People's Republic forces, with the support of the Russian armed forces, are tightening the noose in the city centre.
Despite Mariupol being besieged, 130 people have been rescued from this bombed theatre. But the Ukrainian president says more than 1,000 citizens are still trapped inside.
The occupiers do not stop burning their national wealth in the war against Ukraine. I am confident that by attacking us, they will destroy everything that Russian society has achieved over the past 25 years.
Following US intelligence reports last week that Russia had asked China for military and economic assistance, the US President Joe Biden has held a nearly 2-hour phone call with his Chinese counterpart, Xi Jinping. The call was a critical test to see if China could be convinced to stay on the sidelines of the conflict. But while diplomacy moves at a snail's pace, on the ground, Ukrainian soldiers celebrate any tiny victories. Here they show off destroyed Russian vehicles. These fighters say they've retaken a village near Kiev that the Russians had captured. It's not the end of the wider conflict, but they have won this small battle. Sarah Morris, TRT World.